Good morning on the YouTube, Asia Wheeler and Latoya Smith, Regina Bush, Linda Reeves, Adrian Russell. See, all of you little whores that turn tricks and you work for escort service with Stephen Charles. And see, you want to lounge Jacqueline Stribling's identity. Oh, she turns tricks. I don't have to turn tricks. I got a mind. I can use my mind, my cerebral brain. I don't have to use my ass. Understand that. Facebook always telling me about this, that, and the other. Latoya Smith and Shadell Morris and Adrian Russell and Reginald Barnes with Kennedy King College. WKKC. Boy, get your ass off my identity, you and Regina Barnes. Cause see, Stephen Charles and Angela Caver been on my identity since well over since 2001. See, because Rhonda Bush was sneaking and creeping around with Stephen Charles doing a hoe in the bust down behind Jacqueline Stribling's back, right along with Asia Rael Wheeler. Latoya Smith, Linda Reeves, all you little calm catching little dirty bitches that want to do dirt, and then Facebook want to tell me about your age restrictions. This Facebook and YouTube that you sitting on, it ain't for children, Kenneth Hanks. Cause you on every damn Google account I own. You and Adrian Russell, your bitch Tyandra, your bitch Tyona Evers, the little Pisces bitch that you had the baby with in your office that you work at. Also, April Longmire, the property manager, the office manager, or whoever the fuck she is. Then you got a Korean mud bitch sitting on the back end of my phone trying to talk shit through the messenger. Get those raggedy whores off of Jacqueline Stribling's identity. Google better hurry up and correct this shit with this entanglement with Asia Rael Wheeler and Latoya Denise Smith and many others like Tina Lofton Mosley, the nurse from the nurse group on Facebook. Because Tina Lofton Mosley, Center for Medicare and Medicaid through the mobile health technologies. You and Ronell Mosley and Latoya Smith and Angela Lynn Williams from Academy of Our Lady, who was hooked up with Jimmy Galloway Jr. She thought she was nickel slick trying to break up my relationship. But I want you to know, bitch, you can't break up nothing that you didn't put together, you raggedy, jealous-hearted whore. And you sneaking and creeping around doing a bust down with Ronell Mosley and Latoya Smith because y'all doing menage a trois, threesomes. See, I ain't slow to shit. I might not be indulging in it, but I know all about it. And all you men on the down low that want to come at women, Michael Jackson James. Yeah, bitch, I know who you are while you streaming your ass through the phone. And then you got the people on the dating apps with the plenty of fish, Tinder, what other ones that you showing your motherfucking videos on, Stefan Fletcher, you and Victoria Hunter. Because you thought you was real clever too. Mr. I'm fearless and I'm reckless. Because you sitting on everything that I own. Every Samsung phone, Galaxy. You sitting on my universe. Doing the dirt that you doing on my identity. Through Google, through Chrome, through Twitter, through Facebook, through Instagram, through Yahoo with Rhonda Yvette Bush. Because Rhonda Yvette Bush is sitting on Jacqueline Stribling's identity also on the Samsung 3 telephone connection through the damn Wi-Fi and the hotspot. Because you've been on my phone since 2015 when you hacked into it and put your black ass on the back end of it, Rhonda Yvette Bush. Because Rhonda Yvette Bush been sneaking and creeping and doing a hoe in the bust down all around town with Stephen Charles. See, they thought it was going to be a secret. Just like Angela Caver has her black ass sitting on my phone with Massage Envy certificate. Stephen Charles is on chasing distribution. I'm not chasing nothing but some green money. And that's what I'm coming after. My money that you stole. My inheritance, Ken Terrace Williams. Shakayla Marie Dunn, and you hooked in on my second government phone. That's the Sapphire Isle Cartel ZTE that was given to me by Assurance Wireless by Virgin Mobile through Kevin Thurman and Shia Wilson and the Wilson family, Topeka Wilson, Sharon Wilson, and Mama Wilson. They all sitting on the back of Jacqueline Stribling's identity. And along with many others from the James Madison Elementary School, with Mr. Elmer Volkman. Mr. Volkman, get off my phone, sir. Take your group with Kenneth Hanks and Richard Martin Hanks with Blue Cross and Blue Shield, Adrian Russell with her real estate, Gregory Hampton with his Anne Marie Frazier, and you got Jimmy McCullen and his family group, Kimberly McCullen, Aaron McCullen, the other lady, Rhonda Dean McCullen, all of these different people. Then you have a setup of his sister. I don't know her name, but however, she lives in Las Vegas, and that's the connection to Las Vegas since 2012. Angela Williams has been on my identity since 2007 when she hacked into my identity because she was talking to Jimmy Galloway Jr., working for the Chicago public school system through the custodians. And then see, you got your other people from over here on 84th and Kedzie, those gay men that you took me over to their house because you are lesbian and they're gay. So you all do your little shit because see, y'all probably fucking around with each other. See, you not fooling me, Angela Williams. You a freak nasty bitch. You a disrespectful bitch. You and Latoya Smith. And my sister Regina is also, because she is an identity thief. And think I don't know, with her lion ass daughters, Rhonda Bush and Lisa Bush and Cat Bush. Because y'all not fooling Jacqueline Stribling. Y'all been some spiteful bitches for a long time with your jealous ass showing that jealousy on Chrome. On the bus down, doing the whole around town. Get off the back end of my telephone. Stop doing what you doing on my identity. Because you're going to wind up in the federal penitentiary. Charles McGee Jr. on the Poly 1305. You used to live at 1305 East 71st Street. Because you not fooling nobody. That was place. I'm sorry, not street, place. Just like Angela Williams lives at 72nd Place. 1300 72nd Place. I know exactly where you live. I growed up right there in that neighborhood. All my life, girl, you not fooling nobody. You in my arena. Angela Williams. From Academy of Our Lady, class of 1986. Perpetrating a fraud and a copycat bitch of Jacqueline Stribling on the back end of Jacqueline Stribling's identity with Jimmy Galloway Jr. Because you was fucking around with Jimmy Galloway Jr. You a lying, dirty, conniving, scheming, backstabbing bitch. You and Ronell Mosley and Latoya Smith. Tina Lofton Mosley also. Lamonte Williams, 276 at T-Mobile. You're hooked up on the T-Mobile page with the Latoya Smith, with the Magenta, with Ronell Mosley with the T-Mobile Revel Plus 2587 Android overlay on the system, the subsystem, on the edge of computing, on the information technology with Asia Ray L. Wheeler. Because Asia Ray L. Wheeler thinks she's so damn slick, she can't stand no more greasing with her slick, greasy ass. You a damn thief. Stole your mother's identity. You a lying, conniving, scheming, plotting ass thief. Asia Ray L. Wheeler. You need to be ashamed of your damn self. You a fuck over your own mother. You a dirty little lying whore. Just for clout on Facebook. Oh, you this, you that. You're nothing. You're dirty. You and Latoya Smith. Rhonda Yvette Bush, and all the other family members that are sitting on my identity to do malicious backstabbing old weasel at Jimmy Wheeler Sr., Mr. Computer Analyst, and Mr. Rashim Jordan sitting in Cleveland, Ohio on the shorts up under the analyst on my Google photos and Google videos that you try to maliciously attack and destroy Asia Wheeler, because I'm revealing the truth on you dirty motherfuckers on Facebook. And you're doing all your dirt, hurt, and devastation in my life, telling all those lies, making excuses and alibis. You got a phony ass power of attorney documentation saying that I'm crazy. Bitch, I'm not hardly crazy. Give me a mental evaluation, please. Take a mental observation of me, please. Because I have more sense in my little baby toe than you got in your whole damn brain. Because if you had some damn intelligence in your brain, you wouldn't have created this malarkey of bullshit. Now, Facebook can say, oh, we gonna want you to say this, we don't want you to say that. Mr. Mark Zuckerberg and Rhonda Bush of the Striblin Thurman Group, right along with Miss Asia Wheeler, Miss Queen Red 22. I'm gonna sue your ass for my stolen identity, right along with Latoya Smith and all the other professional nurses that come from Facebook that has hacked into my personal identity and my personal equipment, my personal devices, my personal email addresses that you all have taken over doing the malicious shit that you're doing with Mr. Cafe Astrology.com. And that is Andre Lanier and his congregation at the Growth Gathering Church organization. And there's many others. There's Quentin Foster, sitting right here. There's someone from St. James Church right here, right by my house. We got the beauticians on the back end of the phone, which is that little boy, Kerry Washington Sr., the one who put that spyware on my telephone and thought I was not aware of him. Kerry Washington, 79th and May in Chicago, Illinois. And no one sees him, but his mother owns the beauty shop at 86 and Racine in Chicago, Illinois. We also have Mr. Malik Forrest. He's also sitting on the maps on the locations with the latitude and the longitude with the Google Maps at 87th and Aberdeen. You all are not fooling anyone but yourself because you don't understand who you messing with. But I'm going to introduce myself, Angela Caver, Belinda Cocker, Sabrina Dunson. You're all sitting on Jacqueline Stribling's personal identity. You've been sitting on there for a long multitude of years, creating havoc and malice and intentional strife because you're a jealous bitch. And Facebook don't like when I talk, and I don't like when people do dirt, hurt, and devastation on my life. And that's what my family and my friends have created because there's some low down people. They have no good intention for anyone. And don't tell me this is for my good because you've stolen a lot of money down through the years on my identity. You've been buying houses, cars, trucks, and anything else. You're buying grills for your teeth to put diamonds in your mouth. You putting diamonds in your forehead. Everybody talking about how they gonna screw somebody. And you're watching people through the camera. And you're watching them in their house through hidden cameras. And you got the cameras programmed on the back end of my telephone. So when I pick it up to use it, you all up in my grill. All in my grill. Or my grid, should I say, GRID. Because see, Mr. Sid Williams on PlayStation. I'm a wordsmith also. While you thought you was talking over my head, you and Tina Lofton Mosley, while she was sitting at the University of Illinois at Chicago, sitting on my personal identity, trying to make an ascension. Be careful, love, because I have an awareness. And I have discernment. The spirit of discernment. Now, all those ones that's sitting on my identity using my personal passwords on my dedications, on my devices, on my phones, on my computer, on my direct TV, on my Wi-Fi box, on my demonstration. That's T-Mobile with Lamonte Williams 276 with the free data access on the My Queen free of charge. Who you thought you was playing with, baby, because you cold funky Medina busted. All of you on the closed caption television, watching, lurking, and spying, and snooping on the Bluetooth snoop with the listening campaign so you can know what's going on in my domain. Oh, watch out now, baby, because I'm that woman. I'm that BITCH. Now, want to play the game, Asia Wheeler? Because I'm your mama, baby. Want to drink a cup of Java on the Java script? Yeah, C++. That's computer applications. And Mrs. Jennifer Walker Zen on the Zen desk, the white girl. You can get off my Queen Rural and True Telephone, baby, on that email address. Cause the queen is here. She never lost her crown. The crown never fell down. I am the queen. I am the queen, royal and true. And you're sitting on everything that I own because you're a fake, a phony, and a counterfeit with your plastic synthetic ass. Get off my phones. Get off my identity. Google, are you ready to pay Jacqueline Stribling? Because I have a multitude of years of evidence. And I'm going to talk to the FBI because it's going down, baby. It's going down. Ken Terrace Williams and Shakayla Dunn. Miss Deja Williams, who always the Capricorn bitch want to let me know she's sitting on my shit. You too, Linda Reeves, and any other Capricorn motherfucker that thought they was slick doing your little riding raggedy. She ran over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Stephen Wilson, Alabama, Florida, Texas, and Chicago. Mr. Man sitting on the background of my telephone doing evilness and strife on my life. Baby, you ain't my cup of tea. Because I know I ain't your cup of tea. Because I don't do the things that you do. So therefore, you doing what you doing, being a spiteful motherfucker. And then you got Renee so terrified of you. But see, I'm not Renee. Renee Wilson. Blue Island, Illinois Metro Hospital. You was a phlebotomist in 2016 when you moved into 8547 2A. You was a phlebotomist at that hospital, and you and your husband and your daughter and your family hacked into my identity so that you could get on my direct TV so that you all could watch some television because you didn't have no way to pay no cable bill because you couldn't even pay the rent because you gave poor little Mr. Nichols hell. But him and Miss Nichols, they deserved it because them was some slick ass old people. And they thought they was slick with the church congregations and organizations. I just sit back and look at the people from the church organizations that try to do dirt, hurt, and smut in someone else's identity. You're gonna burn in hell and bust it wide open, Andre Lanier. Joel Crawford Sr., aka Mr. Chill. We got Kiera Crawford. We got Sierra Crawford. We got Tamika Williams. We got Mary Williamson. We got all these different women doing impersonations of Jacqueline Stribling because they're imposters on the back of the Facebook groups through YouTube Music 5G on the edge of computing with the information technologist Asia Rael Wheeler. Latoya Smith is up under the certified public accountant with the banking and accounts with the Excel programs. Latoya, baby, mama got years on you, sugar. Y'all think y'all playing with me? I am a true cougar because I got wisdom, knowledge, and know-how. And I want you to know, Mrs. April Longmire, while you sitting on the background of my identity with Scorpio Love Network, that does not belong to you, and you have no business intruding upon it. However, you're going to have an indictment because you're sitting on everything that I own, you and Kenneth Hanks. And you have the capabilities to do the things that you have done, right along with Mr. Marquise Brown with the Tesla. He's been on my identity since July the 14th, 2014. See, there's been a whole lot of devastation and destruction created to try to destroy my reputation. You all are liars. And then we have 5 new notifications on Facebook. Your black ass will not hook up to anything of mine with your 5 notifications. You can get your ass off the messenger. You 5 bastards will not get on my phone. I don't care if they friends or family. I don't want nobody hooked up to nothing that I own because you're not helping me pay for nothing. You never have helped me pay for anything. You're just a nuisance on the background of my identity. Now, you want me to talk real nice on Facebook and YouTube? I can because I'm a professional. I'm an educator. And yeah, Asia Wheeler, you make me mad because I know it's you doing the dirt that you doing, you and Jimmy Wheeler. Ain't you, Jim? My children need to learn respect. And if you thought for a minute you was going to get a dime of life insurance, when you try to have me have a heart attack or you try to have me sick and you can try to do hoodoo and voodoo on me with a damn voodoo doll with Shaquilla Quinn and her family. But I'm going to tell you something, baby. Ain't nothing more powerful than the name of Jesus. And I call him daily every day. And he watches and keeps over me. And for those that don't believe in God, I feel so sorry for you because he made it plain and simple in his word that if you deny me against with your peers, I'm going to deny you in heaven against my Father, who I sit on the right hand side of in heaven. Mr. Andre Lanier, pastor of the Growth Gathering Church Organization. There are many organizations, religious organizations, sitting on the back end of Jacqueline Stribling's free data access for your Zoom and your podcast and your web views and your blogs and your TikToks. Oh no, you're a lie. You ain't gonna block my throat chakra. No, you won't. Oh no, you won't. Because God ain't gonna let it be so. Because God done blocked it. He gonna keep on blocking it, Asia, on my MP3 player. God blocked it. He didn't let it be so. But you better come up with my money. Because, see, I love my children, but my children think they nickel slick with all these other people doing dirt, hurt, and frustration. But what my children don't understand is those children that doing the dirt with you, they might not understand because they wouldn't do it to their mother, but they'll do it to your mother. And they'll help you make a spectacle of yourself because that's what you are when you speculate on someone else. See, because I need to let my family know the passwords and the words that you using on your web view and on your Scorpio Love Network and your tarot card world and your making of the tarot cards. See, you want to know about tarot card reading? I don't need no tarot cards to read your energy. I know you for who you are by your characteristics, by your lack of integrity, by your lack of respect for your mother. See, I see it. That go for my children that I birthed and the children that I've taken care of, that have lived in my house, and I put shoes on your feet and food in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Cause I'm bought clothes for you little bum asses too. I've been a real good person to all of you. However, my daughter want to make a spectacle of me because she want to do some clout. Then you got these other old jealous people that want to get on the back of your life and lie. They don't even know who you are because you don't know who they are. But they want to lie, 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 and more damn lie. Then you got these men that sit on the back end of the phone. They know that they're on the down low with the LGBT community on the queen. You want to be a queen, but I'm going to explain to you what those initials mean. Let you understand what I'm talking about, Latoya Denise Smith. You sitting on my LG, which stands for good living good. On the Bluetooth, which you doing the Snoop, which is the listening campaign, my babies. Mama ain't hardly slow on the telecommunications. You ain't fooling me. You sitting on the printer, you sitting on the computer, you sitting on the Wi-Fi, on the telephone, on the hotspot, and you linked them all the way up to on the four-way handshake. Ah, yeah, so we can run some data on the 2.4 Gs, which is the movies, unlimited, and 5 Gs, which is the movies, the video movies. So you can play your Pandora and your XM Cyrus radio for the ones that's in these newfangled cars, because you need satellite radio from the web, the broadband, baby. Yeah. Asia Wheeler, you thought you was slicker than your mama, you and Latoya Smith. Adrian Russell, I need to let you know too, my love. You thought you was an executive secretary. Baby, let you understand something. I'm a teacher, but I'm smart because God let me be that way. Because I asked the Lord to give me great courage and knowledge, and let it be obtained and absorbed like a sponge. So believe this, whatever I put my eyes upon it, I can recognize what it is. Because God gave me the ability in my cerebral brain, on the frontal lobes, with the pleasure zones that Mr. Charles McGee want to talk about, the erogenous zone with the dopamine, which give you pleasure. That's sex, food, money, and whatever other pleasure you get. Gambling, being a pedophile, or whatever else turn your ass on and flip your boat. I'm tired of y'all playing on my identity. Because, see, the ones that's playing on my identity really don't know who I really am. See, they think they running a scam on the back end of Facebook on Jacqueline Stribling's personal identity. But I need my friends and family group to understand. Huh. I ain't no man, but I put my name down as a man. Because I caught the man or the men that thought they was playing on my identity. Mr. Andre Lanier, you and Joel Crawford. He wants to be Jesus Christ. I don't know if it's junior or senior, but nobody controls my life but Jesus Christ. Now you can get off the back end of my identity. I've been nice. I'm trying to be sweet, but I'm about to take you down. All of you using Jacqueline Stribling's identity. You sitting on the Queen Royal and True. FOC. FOC is free of charge. Lamonte Williams at 276 at T-Mobile on 35th and King Drive, that moved off of 87th and the Dan Ryan in Chicago, Illinois. Little bitty boy. Yeah, I'm old enough not to play the game with a child. You're a child doing corruption. Kevin Thurman, you're a corrupted mud hubba too, doing your dirt and hurt and frustration with the Associated Press, news media, phone. through the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. There's 3 telephone networks hooked up to Jacqueline Stribling's personal identity through the demonstration by T-Mobile. Come on, baby, let's play the game. Because I know who I am. Do you know who I am? Because you sitting on my identity, and I think you made a mistake when you call yourself trying to catfish me, Rhonda Yvette Bush, James Robert McCully, Ronell Edward Mosley Sr., Tina Lofton Mosley. Girlfriend, you don't know nothing about me. I ain't none of Latoya Smith. I'm a professional. I got a whole lot of paper up under this ass, whether y'all want to recognize it or not. Because when I open my mouth, all the knowledge and the wisdom come out. All right now, let's talk about it, Asia Wheeler. You thought you was slick doing some dirt towards your mama? You in the graveyard in Louisiana digging up the dirt. Baby, let me tell you something. Mr. Nino Brown 305. Let me tell you something. Mr. Problem Solver. Baby Nino Brown came from New Jack City. What's your real name, Sugar Wooger? Because you got an admiration, but you scared to put your name out there in the dedication. Don't be scared, baby, because I'm a real woman. And see, I don't let nobody intimidate me because I know who I am. I'm God's child. And my name ain't, and I don't live in Philly. I'm a Chi-Town girl. But see, we got Miami, Florida on the background of the telephone with Mr. Stephen J. Caldwell, minister with a congregation and an organization. See, because when these people go away to college, they get in all type of associations and societies because they want to be important and have clout. See, because they think that that clout gonna get them over. Ain't that right, Miss Latanya Jordan with the Mason organization? See, because you an Eastern Star. I ain't never been an Eastern Star. I'm my own star, though. Very confident, shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, 'cause I do. And I know I do. And that's what all of you all are so jealous over. Ain't that right, Latoya Smith? 'Cause you sitting on my black diamond, shining bright like a thief in the night. Yeah. Girlfriend, who you thought you was playing with, baby? I got 17 years on you. I'm old enough to be your mother, Latoya Smith. You and Ronell Mosley and Angela Williams with her old dried up, jealous ass. Yes, Angela. Angela Lynn Williams. Oh, backstabbing old Popeye, wagging mouth, raggedy bitch. Doing what you do on somebody else's identity. Oh, I wanted to break up your home. I'm still here. I'm still here, baby. I ain't went nowhere. You thought you was gonna break up my home? No, baby, you not. You jealous old raggedy. You was chasing after Keith. You still chasing after Keith? Or now you chasing after Ronell Mosley because you done laid around and had some old bust downs while you was laying around. Little crumb snatchers. Little rugrats. See, I'm an educator. I'm going to be respectful to the babies because they don't have nothing to do with it. But they mama a low down, dirty skank doing dirt on her friend's identity. And I'm the one used to keep them girls off of you because you had always running your mouth. Just like you doing right now. Always running your mouth. Always trying to go behind somebody's back and gossip and talk about them. Because that's what you do. You a wagging mouth, gossiping, tongue wagging, tongue bearing, dirty. You and that SOB that you messing around with. Mr. Mosley. With the Mosley and Mosley group. With Latoya Smith, RTC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We got so many certificates. We got the University of Japan with the hate study from 2020 to 2030, 2040, 2040. It's a long fucking time doing dirt and hurt and crime. A 40-year certificate sitting on the background of the foreground, 30-year certificate, like Mr. Charles McGee with the poly. That damn certificate is 30 years old. He gonna make sure he stay on the background of my foreground, on my telephone, on my identity, lurking, watching, and stalking while he went off and married a Latina. Yeah, I know about you marrying your Latina, and you stream her through my phone. She gonna make an album with somebody else's identity, with somebody else's money that you all have stole off of that woman's identity with all your SD shops and your Lily shops and your using PayPal through the pay systems. See, Asia Rael Wheeler, I want you to know something, my sugar wooger. I worked retail long before I had you, my love. I was a manager. I was a manager too. I have managerial skills also, sugar wooger. And I want you to know too, Latoya, I know about the public accounting arena too, because I used to count plenty dollars with these here fingers. And they very fragile and they soft, the fragile fingers. Because if you fool around and do the wrong thing, they will become fractured phalanges on the chrome system. Then we want to sit on the respiratory system because we can't breathe. Cause Tony Braxton says she wanna breathe again, breathe again. Stephen Charles. And Mr. Scarface say, them bastards, they smart. You niggas better watch yo. Cause them bastards, they smart. Yeah. And I'm one of them bastards. One of them smart bastards. Mr. Charles. Mr. Samuel Charles Jr. at the Woo Medical Clinic with Diane Washington. Oh, yeah. With the U Long Woo. Mm. At the Woo Medical Clinic. WU Medical Clinic, 75th and St. And what? Luella, baby. Luella. Ain't that right, Mr. Ronell Mosley? On that T-Mobile. T-Mobile Revel Plus 2587 on the Android overlay. You and Tina Lofton Mosley. August the 18th, 2016. She's been hacking and whacking into my phone ever since then. On my telecommunication system. Trying to create subsystems. On the back end of the Wi-Fi. On the Wikipedia Foundation and organization with the Creative Commons, with the Illinois plug-in organizations. Ooh, 83. Ain't that what it is, Latoya Smith? On the utilities with Commonwealth Edison's and the Exelon Company. That's energy, baby. You ain't fooling Jacqueline Striblin. Ha! I've been in this damn industry for a long time, Ranel Mosley. And Mr. and Mrs. Candusis with the medical field, where the snakes cross and wrap around each other on the staff for the medical field, with the hospitals and the psychiatrists, with the American Medical Association, the American Dental Association, with the dental hygienists, Mrs. Linda Reeves and Associates and Family and Friends Group with Rhonda Yvette Bush with the Stribling and the Thurman Group. That is a fraud, fictitious company on the online association on the black dark web with Facebook Marketplace and YouTube. On the intruders that are going to receive a secret indictment. Now, let's have a little fun. For all those ones want to do discovery in the criminal justice system, the lawyers, prosecutors, district attorneys, the judge, baby. You got the stenographers too, and the stenographer is the ones that take the notes of the court proceedings. I'm not stupid and I'm not dumb. Matter of fact, there was a school right above Computer Systems Institute where they had a school that was dealing with court stenography. Understand who you fooling with. I'm not a dummy, Rhonda Bush. I've been in academia a long time, and that's called education. Why you all sitting on my dedication trying to cock block my livelihood, Shaquilla Quinn, telling all those God-forsaken lies, you and Jemiah. Because Jemiah Cowan is sitting on my identity with a tablet that you bought her, an Al Cartel tablet. And it's connected to Jacqueline Stribling's Wi-Fi on the hotspot of her telephones on her identity through the demonstration box by T-Mobile with Lamonte Williams that has been redirected and it has been finagled with and done whatever it's been done with to computer program it so that you can control the social media and the broadcasting media of my television through my Amazon Fire Stick, the Amazon voice control and voice command that you stole, Asia Wheeler, on Jokey Huff, on the FBI unit that belongs to Jacqueline Stribling. And I'm not going to shut up. You all have committed white collar crime, stolen identity, stolen devices, stolen technology, computers, printers, Wi Fi boxes, direct TV boxes. It's all connected. That's the four-way handshake on the two-way radio. It got four, four inputs on the data. Be careful what you do on the erythro net. Watch it now, Ronell Mosley. 'Cause I guess you say, God damn it, that bitch smart. Yes, baby. I ain't none of Latoya. I ain't no high school dropout, baby. I was there every day, all day, to the end of the school, never cut no classes. I went to school every day. And yes, Reginald Barnes, you say I'm stuck up, I'm sedity, and I'm bougie. And I don't give a damn what you got to say, little street corner boy. Because you a street corner boy, selling fives and dimes and quarters, and nickels and dimes and quarters. A QP, that's a quarter pound. Whoa, come on now. What? On the marijuana industry. Oh yeah, we thought we was doing the damn thing. And that's called cannabis. With the CP. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you got the THC. THC. That's what get you high. For all you weed smokers out there, you thought you was being slick with Jacqueline Stribling on her identity. Kevin Armstrong with the marijuana dispensary, January 1, 2020. When you called on my phone telling me about you going to the dispensary because that was the day that marijuana became legal in the state of Illinois. And you all have been doing dirt, hurt, and devastation on my identification for many of years through the AT&T broadband, through the Chrome View extensions on your subsystem, on the back end of the new gen chameleon. Your asses is cold, baby. You're cold. Stephen Charles and Angela Key with Rhonda Bush. Because all you jealous people, you all give me a great joy to know that my family is so low down and so dirty and so disgusting because you're very devastating. and very disappointed because you all have committed a great deal of treason and committing a crime of conspiracy theories. I know you don't like me, Rhonda Bush. See, but this is what a quality education will get you, Rhonda Bush. While you think you making websites and you think you studying coding, little girl, on the back end of my identity with your white counterparts and the white Caucasian persuasion that are doing the dirt and the devastation that they doing. I know y'all hate me, but you know what? It's called investment. Investment in yourself. It's called investment in education. It's called investment in knowing how to do something besides wop, 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 wop. Because I want to let you know something. The Federal Trade Commission gonna know about all y'all on my stolen identity. The FCC is also gonna know. That's the Federal Communication Commission. See, because all the ones that think they slick working at the Social Security Administration, May Washington, and that don't even have to be a real person. That's just somebody you made their name up. Because May was Ella May. And that was Ronell Edward Mosley and Latoya Smith sitting on my identity with Asia Wheeler and Rhonda Bush. See, Adrian Russell been hacked in on my identity for the long duration and the long haul because me and Adrian been friends since we were 4 years old. And she been doing dirt, hurt, and devastation on the back end of Jacqueline Stribling's identification through Facebook and Chrome and any other thing that I'm sitting on. And Kenneth Hanks, you doing all of this dirt and maliciousness through the Google Play services and the Google Play Store with the apps. You got over 236 apps sitting on the back end of somebody's phone because it's not my phone because you took it over because the UL40 that Stephen Charles is sitting on is hooked up to the back end of the this phone right here. So when you thought you was playing slick games, baby, you been caught. All of you. You been doing dirt, hurt, and smut because you been sneaking around, creeping around, horn around, and busting down. And that's what all of this is the result of. Now, we're going to find out what consequences that you're going to have to pay. Because for the cause and the effects, because that's what karma brings. The cause and the effect. You want to talk about some hot topics. Now, that's a hot topic. Cause and effects of karma, of the consequences that you're going to have to pay for the things that you have done in your life, illegally and all otherwise. Trying to be backstabbing weasels and have a lot of malicious spite with evil eyes that lurk around through the camera on the surveillance illegally obtained. See, you all think you was playing with a dummy. I ain't been out in society, and I want you to know about the secret society. The secret millionaire society that Latoya Smith hacked in on my identification on my email address, and Latoya Smith took on Jacqueline Stribling's identity through Jacqueline Stribling's telephone. See, I know what you did, Latoya Smith, because you was privy to all my personal information. I know it's you and Asia Wheeler and Rhonda Yvette Bush, and it's a few other women that have been sitting around me, causing me strife and misery. And the person that hacked in on the Cook County Dot organization through the ascension and enlightenment, because see, you need a spirit of discernment when you dealing with the public. So I know who's doing what, Rhonda Yvette Bush. Because, see, you thought you was slick, sneaking and creeping around with Stephen Charles doing the hoe and the bust down. Because you've been a jealous woman all the time. And you probably was sneaking around with James, too. Because you've been doing a lot of dirt. James Robert McCullen. Because all y'all was meeting out there at Mr. Miles Mason's house in Calumet City. Down Chicago Road. You're not fooling anybody. Latoya was out there, Ronell was out there, you was out there, all y'all was having a damn party. Solomon, Mr. Raynard Solomon. At that point, he was alive, and y'all was doing y'all's thing behind Jackie's back with her friends, because you don't have any friends. You want to intermingle yourself and intrude in my invasion of privacy in my life. To be a mean, malice, and hateful, evil ass people. You're sad, and my own sister would do some dirt to her baby sister. I'm 18 years younger than you, and this is what you did to me, you and your daughters, and my daughter. Because y'all are some God forsaken women. I'm not even going to call you women. I'm going to call you some strumpets. Because that's what you are. You all are nothing but strumpets. Doing dirt on another woman's dignified identity. Because you jealous and you mad over her accomplishments and success in her life. And the men are just as worse as the women, because men are very spiteful, evil, and mean and malicious. And they tongues wag more than women's tongues move, because men will go behind your back in groups and they try to do catfishing and ghosting, and they think they've done something, but they're children. They act like little boys instead of grown men, because a grown man has respect for himself. He has respect for the women that he deals with. He's not going to put you in any type of circumstances or situations with another woman. But when he's a child and very immature, he will do the things because he thinks that's funny and it's comical to him. And he thinks it's a joke while he's destroying or ruining another woman's life and her reputation and the characteristics of that woman. Because you have no integrity. You lack integrity. Because if anything, if someone was your friend, you wouldn't allow anyone else to interrupt that person or interfere with that person's life. But when you're a dog, you don't care. When you a husky, you don't care. See? And I see that the husky boys thought it was a joke. You're sorry, but you're not sorry, but you are sorry. All of you all are sorry, because that's not how you have admiration for someone that you have been knowing from childhood or whenever you came in collaboration with that individual. You all have no respect for yourself and no one else. Because, see, I'm not clout chasing for anyone. I know who I am. I know who God raised me and ordained me to be. And yes, I love God, because God has brought me through so many things. So many things. I'm so fortunate to be here today, because all of you all have put me through a dilemma for the last 20 years or so. On the back end of my identity being a malicious, vindictive, jealous group of people. And over what? Nothing but evil eyes of jealousy. You mad because you've never did anything with your life to accomplish anything, but you got to work hard and be diligent in your life to have anything. And my family think they so damn smart and so slick, but I want you to know, Rhonda Bush, you're a fake, phony company owner. That company don't even exist. It only exists on Facebook. It doesn't exist anywhere else. You're a liar and a fraud, Rhonda Bush. You and Stephen Charles have been frauding for the last, I don't know how long, because you are jealous bitch that'll go behind my back and do some dirt. And I've been keeping you from being a homeless heifer. And you've been in my house 6 times, living in my house, heifer, when you didn't have no money to pay no bills and didn't have no money for an apartment or no rent. Because you've been homeless for a long time. So you're going to do whatever it takes, because you're a dope fiend. And you think I don't know that you a dope fiend. See, you might fool your mother, but you're not fooling me. You're a dope fiend. And you sneak around, creep around, whore around, and bust down because you got to do anything you can to survive. because the skills that you have, they're really not doing you any good because you're not benefiting or profiting from them, but by illegal means that you have obtained in some other person's identity, because you're a fraud, Rhonda Bush. You're an identity stealer. You stole Jacqueline Stribling's identity on the back end of her email address, on the back end of her Samsung telephone. Every phone that Jacqueline Stribling has owned, Rhonda Bush has been connected to it illegally. Her and Stephen Charles and Angela Caver and any of the rest of his concubines, because he wants to call himself a pimp. But you know what? It ain't going on over here with me. I've been good to a lot of people in my life. I think about you, Lynette Singleton. You rehabbing dressers and furniture. Congratulations, my love. And you bought that fur coat off the money that you got from my network, where you were streaming your phone and your data through on my phone. You were stealing data under my identity with Adrian Russell. Because, see, I thought back. Adrian Russell and David Russell, you used to go with David Russell. So yeah, y'all are getting collaboration on the back of Jacqueline Stribling's identity to do some dirt, hurt, and smut towards her. Cause y'all all in collaboration together. See, I stand alone. I stand up by myself. I stand with God on my side. And I don't need nobody else. See? Cause that money you trying to steal and take and do whatever you trying to do with it, it's gonna wind you in the federal penitentiary for all of the hidden bank accounts, all of the fraudulent life insurance policies that Rhonda Bush and Stephen Charles are trying to perpetrate as a fraud, because that's all it is a fraud. And I'm going to the news media, the real news media, not the fake ones that you made through the applications. I'm going to have an investigative reporting done on Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is going to stop lying to Congress. I'm going to show the society how Mark Zuckerberg operates, because Mark Zuckerberg is a thief. He's stolen the network, first of all. He stole Facebook from some of his co classmates, fellow classmates. He stole it. He's a thief. And then he sits there and looks real simple in the face when he has to go sit in front of Congress, because they need to put him in jail for stolen identity on the black web, on the black market. Because it's a lot of illegalness going on the black web. Stolen articles and stolen organs from the funeral home directors and from the World Health Organizations, the WHO, Rhonda Bush, you and Charles Jenkins, all of these illegal doing people on someone else's identity, creating years of malice and strife and destruction of electronics that do not belong to you. However, you have maliciously destroyed it. Think about my many Galaxy phones that you have destroyed, Rhonda Bush, Asia Wheeler, Latoya Smith, Marquise Brown, and Ronell Mosley, James Brown. So many people sitting on the back end with this fake fraudulent people. Tia Brown, TIA Brown. You can get off the background of my identity also with James in Dalton, Illinois at 3939. That's down on the low end along the Dan Ryan Expressway. Because you ain't fooling me, baby. That's 39th Street. Okay? Mr. James Robert McCullen in Dalton, Illinois, by way of Chicago, Illinois, by the United Center. Who you think don't nobody know where you are? Mr. Peter Craig, that's sitting on the back end of my computer system. You got Supreme on the back end of the phone, and you got Supremo on the back end of the phone that steals your identification through Facebook organization. Because, see, they ask you for verification of who you are. However, when you give them verification of who you are, they take your identity over. And they're also located in India to take money out of your bank account through the black web. India. Got that information too. See, you all thought you were doing a great, devastating deed on my identities because you're on Jimbo's Galloway's identity also. Angela Lynn Williams, you and your uh, collaboration with Latoya Smith on the boring, on the open source license that you think you doing dirt on. Shia Wilson, Charles Washington, CW. Everybody, everybody everywhere think they so slick. Esther Willingham, you and Montaigne Burden, you and Lizzie Lee, Elizabeth Lee. I believe that's my cousin. Or maybe she's in association with Lynette Singleton. I really don't know who she's in association with. However, young lady, I thank you for your great representation of Jacqueline Stribling. Cause see, I'm looking at a whole lot of them that want to disrespect me, and you don't even know me. You don't even know me. You know of me. You know what somebody told you about me. You don't know nothing about me. You never have known anything about me. Then you want to stream through on my phone on the Google apps. I know that's you, Kenneth Hanks. I know that's you, Asia Wheeler. I know that's you, Latoya Smith, because you have hacked into everything that I own. And every phone that I get, you hack into it. What's wrong with you, Latoya Smith? You got the white girl's female syndrome. White female syndrome, baby, where you want to copycat and imitate and duplicate another woman and take over her life and her identity. You got to create your own life, my love. You can't have my life. You got to give it back. That's my life. Jacqueline Stribling owns that life. I know it's a good life, but Jacqueline Stribling has worked hard in her life to have the life that she has. See, because when your mama was having you, I was working on the job, my love. See, because I was coming out of high school already, off and running with bells on. So when you thought you was doing dirt, hurt, and smut on my identification, baby, no, no, no. Latoya Smith, you trying to cock block me from having that daycare center. Because your auntie and them, I was working for them at their daycare center. But I have more knowledge than they have. They had a whole lot of drug money to help them along their way. I ain't never dealt no drugs. I ain't never dealt in the drug arena. I've been an educator all the time. Or either I worked as a quality control inspector. Yeah. And I worked in the factories and I stood on my feet and I ran that damn line, the assembly line. Yeah, I have made many products for Fellows Manufacturing, for Apple's Manufacturing, for Chase Bank, Financial Matters, Rhonda Bush. Cause bitch, you think you got the patent on every goddamn thing in the business world. You better get your yellow ass off my fucking identity, Rhonda Bush. That go for you and every other little black, brown, white, Korean, Japanese, and any other itch. Can get off my phone. Get off my identity. Have a nice life on YouTube.